Everyone has already had some trouble while playing a game, from Cuphead's tutorial to Rodin's boss fight. So on this video, I decided to list the parts, missions, objectives, wherever, that caused me some stress. Of all the Mario games I've ever played, Mario Galaxy 2 is still my favorite since my incredible young years. But no one cares about that. We are here to talk about hard levels, and if there is someone professional at that matter, it is the perfect run. I know many people have problems with Tubular in Mario World or Luigi's purple coins, but in my opinion this one is even harder. Just the process to get to this phase is already a problem. First of all, you gotta turn on your Wii. After that, you gotta insert the disc. No, but seriously, you gotta collect 241 stars, 49 Comet medals, and, be surprised, donate 9,999 star bits to Bank Toad. I don't really know what he is going to do with that money, but who am I to judge, right? In my opinion, the main obstacles of this area are that Mario dies with a single hit, and there are no checkpoints. Apart from that, we have swing sections, a flip switch planet, which by the way is the only part where you can breathe, electric zones with a cloud flower, a shaking panel planet that includes this motherfucker right here, a pull star area, and, finally, you have the worst planet that exists in this game and probably in the whole universe, the Hammer Bro planet. Fortunately, there is a way to kill them easily, a secret that has been hidden for years. You can avoid a Hammer Bro attack just by lowering Mario. Yes, if you don't believe me, just watch. Now this zone is much simpler. Such a shame there are other 5 challenges to overcome. Who among you has already played God Hand? Being an obscure PS2 game, I think I should give a context to all of you. God Hand is a 3D beat-em-up, and one that's known for 2 things: difficulty and Olivia being a bitch. But today we are going to talk about the first topic. Of all the hard parts that exist in this game, no one can deny that the most challenging one is the fight against, well, yourself. If you enter the fighting ring and complete the 50 arenas, a new contest is unlocked. The dispute is pretty straight. If you don't have a pre-established strategy, you die. Simple, right?
How hard can it be, Legendary?
Imagine fighting Jin with all the strikes he possesses, a God Hand meter that fills up faster than yours, a roulette orb he activates without limits, and, just a detail that I almost forgot, a health bar the size of my... However, as the human mind began to evolve, more and more strategies were created to defeat him. But I don't need any of that. It's not like I searched God Hand Arena 51 on YouTube and found someone with a good technique. No, of course not. Let's just move to the next subject, shall we?
Let's rock, baby!
Don't worry, babe, I got this. I don't know if it is my lack of skill in this game, but damn, Bayonetta is hard. And when I say this, I am obviously talking about the first, because the difficulty drop between the first game and the second is tremendous, at least for me. But one thing that is certainly equally impossible in both games is the fight against Rodin. Actually, I'm not sure about it since I haven't collected the amount of money necessary to do so in Bayonetta 1, but you don't mind, do you? As I was saying, Rodin is probably the hardest thing I've ever seen in any game. Sometimes I can pass through the first stage, which is already extremely difficult. But, when you thought the suffering wasn't enough, there's still a second part where he reveals his true devilish form. I'll be honest with you, I've never been able to win this battle. Hey, at least I've tried, but what can I do? The dude has 3 life bars and the quickness of his punches and kicks is immeasurable. Now, you may be asking yourselves,
Is there any way to make the battle easier?
in truth, there is. If you pick Rosa as a character which deals more damage but also takes more damage, and equip the Moon of Mahakala, Maha... Maha... Kala? Supposedly, the battle is doable. And I mean supposedly, because while using this method, you gotta be fucking careful, since you die with just 3 hits. So, make a choice. A longer attempt where you can take more damage, or a shorter assault executed perfectly. Will you take the challenge? Decide quickly because... oh no, he's coming, I'm gonna die!
Bye-bye.